All right, welcome back. Out in the middle sound today. I got my mom and sister. They're over there. They're doing pretty good. They wanted to come blackfishing. So we'll see how this goes. It should be fun. We're gonna try a big boulder in like, I don't know, 30, 40 feet. And then we can try some other little spots, but this is a mark spot. I wanna try the big mark spot first. See, it's starting to get deeper, right? Go right before it's about to stop and then pedal again.
Get more momentum.
Yeah. Like some people, Mom, they literally pedal like this.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a totally normal way to pedal. A lot of people do it like that. I tend to go slower, like close to the edge and stuff, but I think you do get more speed like what Natalie's doing. So calm. It should stay like this really until noon too.
The wind's not
I'm telling you, it's rare to get days like this in the fall. It's a good thing you guys came out. All right, so I'm gonna anchor and then hopefully we can stay right next to it. You actually don't want to be on top of it because you want, the fish are like, exactly, the fish are like on the bottom next to it. Just getting these crabs juiced up. Huh? Now we're gonna get serious. Cut the legs. Then you cut them in half. Yep. Then you go in a leg socket and out a leg socket. Like that. And then you just drop it down. These fish can pull. So I'm just saying, you gotta hold on to that rod tight. All right, your rod. All right, so you know what to do as well? All right, well, let me just check the drag. So you're gonna feel like little taps. And then when you feel like that big...
Oh yeah, I'm already getting bit.
You're already getting bit? All right, well, Mom, she's already getting bit.
Look at it.
All right, wait till the big one and then you wanna jerk.
Look.
Oh my goodness, all right. Maybe give a little test run. Just go up a little bit just to make sure. Put your hand a little bit higher on the reel. Yeah, that one. You're gonna get way more power. Like after I get a lot of little taps, I just like move it a tiny bit to see if it's still there. Because they will steal it quick. Oh yeah. There's definitely some good taps going on. Don't be afraid to give a swing every now and then if you feel a big tap. And if you don't, yeah, that's gone. Your guys' bait's gone, just so you know. Yeah, both of your baits are gone.
What's the trick when they start nibbling?
So, yeah, no. All right, hold on. Here, watch my rod. Let me give a lesson first. Okay. There's a distinct difference between the little taps and then a big one. Okay, watch. All right, you see that? I let. That's a tap. Yeah. But wait. Like that. It goes down a little more. Did you see how the rod went down like a little bit more? Yeah, I got one. It's a giant porgy. Oh my goodness. It's a giant porgy. Oh my. Look at this thing. Oh. Oh.
How big is that?
Porgy set to be 10 inches, and this is probably 15 or 16 inches. You see this?
Oh, there's a lesson.
Wow, yeah. Let me give you a little.
Yeah. So let me just, I'm gonna let it go, I think, right? Do we want porgies? We just like want like 1 or 2 blackfish, right? And that's it?
I think so.
All right, so that's like a 16.5-inch porgy. Wow. All right, so let me rebait you guys. So now you kind of see though how you can't wait too long.
Yeah,
There's
just gonna nib it all off.
exactly. Wait out the tiny taps, but as soon as you feel like a longer go down, you have to.
Yank.
You gotta yank them. Look at all these fish on the bottom too. The problem is it's a lot of porgies. I can tell because the porgies school up like that. Oh yeah? Oh. I told you they fight hard. Nice and easy. Use your power in your other hand too to pull up. Oh,
Oh no, I lost it.
you did lose it. That was a big one. I think that was a blackfish because they tend to drag a little bit more like that. You did everything right. You just gotta.
I wasn't holding the rod right in the beginning though.
Yeah.
Also.
Hold the right
Yeah.
hand higher.
Exactly. You can. Hold the small fish so she's able to do it. Alright, when it gets to the surface, don't reel too high up. Okay, stop right there. You got a baby sea bass.
Aw.
That's cute.
Poor little guy.
That's alright.
I think they sucked it out.
There you go, Mom. You caught one. Alright, hold on, let me get you more bait.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you start feeling no bites,
Move it over.
yeah, you can move it around a little bit, and then if you're still not feeling bites,
Might be hard.
then just change your bait, because then
They might know that.
they want or they want that fresh scent. They're like, we've had that already. They're smart. They'll just look at it and be like, nah. It's a messy sport, this one.
Yeah, that thing's nasty. You can't pre-cut them?
You can, but it doesn't have the same freshness. I know they're there.
Okay, I got somebody.
All right. Mom's on. All right. Stop reeling. Okay. Stop reeling and just point.
It's a robin.
Yeah, it's a sea robin. All right. Don't reel anymore.
Okay, I got something.
Natalie's got one. How is it? Nice and easy.
It's not as strong as last time.
All right.
What is it?
That's a
40?
black sea bass, black sea bass.
Oh.
But it's not big enough. So,
Can I take a picture of this?
yeah, of course. Okay. I'll switch you the fish for the phone. Not a bad one.
You can't eat those if it was
Oh
big
yeah,
enough. You could.
if it was big enough. These are the best tasting fish. These are better than blackfish in my opinion. These are my favorite fish. But this is too small. This is probably 14 inches and they gotta be 16. So find us a bigger one, okay? Oh, did you just get detached? Holy cow.
Oh, I did?
Yeah. I'm like, why are you floating away from me? Whoops. Whoa, Mom's got something. You got it. Put your hand up higher on the
Right
reel.
hand higher up. Right hand higher up.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, like that. There you go. It's gonna be weight.
Oh boy. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
that's a good one.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my goodness.
All right, nice and easy. When it comes close to this, oh, it's a giant porgy. All right, giant porgy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right, keep going a little more. All right, stop right there. Oh my goodness, Mom. Wow.
How big is that one?
He's about the same as the other
Yeah.
one, maybe a little smaller.
No. Giant. They are though.
Really? They're
Mom, you don't.
small fish?
Yeah, they don't get this big.
Oh, Mom, you should have got
Yeah,
a picture.
Sorry.
All right.
Careful. He has spikes on his fin, so you want to
Okay.
hold on.
Underneath that,
Hold on.
under,
Yeah,
under belly.
yeah, like his chin. All right, calm down. We'll put you back. You want him holding just like that.
And look at me. Wow.
That's a great size porgy. Yeah, probably 16.5 inches, just like the other one.
That's fine.
Right? They pull pretty good.
Yeah.
Shoot, we're drifting. All right, I have to redo the anchor. See, this is the rock. We drifted out here, and now, because of that, we're only catching porgies. So this is all porgies. We gotta get back to the rock. It's just hard to get us on the spot without the current moving yet. If in case in an emergency I need to like release this rope, I throw it, and then we escape, and then we can come back, and the bottle will be there, and it'll hold that anchor. So I don't lose my anchor. Getting any bites? No? No, that's all right. We gotta get them. Gotta get them started. They don't know we're here yet.
Somebody knows I'm here.
Oh, okay. Somebody knows. Oh, you got a nice one? Oh, Mom's got a nice one.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Mom, you lost it?
Lost them.
Yeah. It's funny because
Is
it's
the
a
drag-
smarty.
Is the drag too tight?
I don't know.
Dang. Here, come here.
He like pulled it really hard down and then he was gone. So it was like he.
Yeah. Still getting bites? Oh yeah, you're getting
Yeah, you
bites.
are.
All right, go. There you go. He's on.
It's a little guy.
It's a little guy.
Feel a lot of.
I'm not getting any bites.
Mom's getting lots of bites on her side.
Aw.
Tiny
Oh,
guy.
actually,
Black sea bass, small one. He's on. Put more bait on.
I got somebody.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah.
Oh, I lost them.
Oh, so we are getting bites. Should we wait a little longer?
Lost them.
Be careful, don't lean so much there, Mom. Is that a blackfish? Alright, don't reel too much more.
Can you tell what he is?
I can't see it yet. It is a
It
blackfish.
looks black.
It's a blackfish.
But it's probably
Nice.
too small though,
It
right?
is too small,
Really?
but that's okay.
It's a good
Whoa,
sign.
it's
They're strong. You got stuck on the flag. Yeah, it's a great sign. That's why we're here.
How big does it have to be? 12?
No, it has to be 16. Yeah, this one is probably 11, 12. All right, good job, Mom. Mom gets the first one.
Ah, nice.
Nice.
Yep, put him back in.
Whoa, oh, that's good. That was a good bite. You got him? Yeah, you got him.
No.
Oh, you had him. You got to set the hook though. If you feel that movement, you got to like kind of, jerk it, because otherwise the hook is not like setting into his mouth. Got something? Oh, Natalie, nice. Nice, that looks good. Nice and easy.
I don't know.
All right, nice and easy.
No.
Big sea bass though. All right, let's see. No, it's still.
It's weird that I got only sea bass.
I know. You'll be all right.
People do seem to be sitting still, right?
I think so. Oh, we've got one.
I wonder if the other fish
Another
get
sea
bigger
bass.
One?
No, it can't be.
Sorry.
All right.
It's dopey sea bass.
Keep stealing your bait. I'm gonna put the underwater camera down. I want to see what's down there. You guys keep fishing.
You're not even getting a nibble.
I know. It's weird. I'm marking so much fish on the screen.
I know, Pete, if you caught anything since you gave us our lesson, you need to give us another lesson.
No, I haven't caught anything of size since then. You're right. By the time you guys get back, it'll change and it'll have us on a much better position. Oh, you still are? Oh, oh Mom's on. Buzzer beater. Mom is killing it.
I was just about to give up too, and I said, well, let me see if I can get rid of this last piece of bait.
Is it a big one?
Yeah.
Really?
That's another
All right.
big porgy, I think.
Come on.
Not too big. Right? It's a porgy?
Yeah, it's a porgy. Oh, nice. Not a bad porgy. All right, we'll let him go though, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, bye, porgy. All right, here, give me a rod so you guys can freely maneuver. All right, this is the underwater footage of when I said I was going to put the underwater camera down right before my mom and sister left. And as I thought was happening is I think we were just moving off that boulder a little bit too much, and as a result just getting a lot of porgies, a lot of sea bass, smaller fish. And another part of that I think was just the current was really close to slack, and yeah, just didn't really see many big fish come through except for those 2 porgies that came through, but most of it was just a lot of small sea bass and small porgies. So they left, and then I started fishing by myself for a bit, and I tried to get a little closer to the boulder. Alright. Big porgy. You can see him so far down. Oh, look at that. You can see him in the water like 15 feet down. Whoa. That is a big porgy. Wow. There's some stud porgies out here. It's probably a 15, 16-inch porgy. Alright. That's a big bait. We're gonna let this one sit. Water temps are 63 out here, which is warmer than the western sound was a couple days ago. Keep missing these fish. Oh, something hit it on the way down. What is that? Big sea bass? Gotta be a sea bass. Yeah, it's a nice sea bass. Wow. I'm gonna keep this guy. Wow. Dang, man. Sheesh. It's about 17 and a half. So for sure keep him.
United States Coast Guard check the line on sound. United States Coast Guard check the line on sound. Take this information broadcast. Submarine anchored. Unmanned ferry deep with vessel south of Station Head, Guildford. Give looking channel to Alpha to 157.1 American.
Alright. That feels like a blackfish. Yeah, finally. They are here. Right there. Alright guys, so the rest of this video is really going to be underwater footage. You know, I really didn't do that great at this boulder. I probably caught a couple more porgies, a couple more small sea bass, but that was the only blackfish actually that I caught. So yeah, we're just gonna switch to underwater now because the water was so clear, and I really don't get opportunities to do underwater with the water this clear. So we try to take advantage of that. And as you're seeing here, you know, the fish are kind of surrounding the bait, but I definitely noticed on this trip that these sea bass were smart. You know, they seem to, whether it's the clear water or something, or maybe it's the tide, but they are not in the frenzy mode that I have seen them in, you know, previous times. But maybe it's the tide, because you'll see later on where they do get a bit more aggressive. So I'm showing the bait dropping down here, just so you can see how high some of those porgies go in the water column. And then, yeah, as you get lower on the side of the rock, you see just a lot more of porgies and sea bass. But again, it's really mostly porgies and sea bass. Here on the bottom is a blackfish, one of the few blackfish that I got. But yeah, he's not super interested in the bait either. You see him just looking at it really closely, and then takes off. So what you're seeing now is the top of the boulder. It's probably 20 feet below the surface of the water, and yeah, this thing is just absolutely massive. Yeah, I've not really seen anything like it where, you know, I usually fish, but it is really cool. And you know, what I'm doing right now is kind of feeling with the weight the side of the boulder. So I'm trying to get, you know, some camera angles on the side of the boulder, and thankfully here I was able to get a shot that's relatively still, and you're gonna see the jig come into focus here inside the frame. Now it's only porgies that are hitting it, but I do find it somewhat, you know, educational that you can kind of see how the jig definitely leaves the presentation, you know, on the rock, and the vegetation on the rock kind of covers a little bit. So it does help if you have, you know, a bright color jig, or you have, you know, something to help that jig stand out, I think, amongst the growth on the rock. And here you're seeing just quite a few fish just hanging out on the side of the boulder. I do think fish in general love vertical faces, so if you can find, you know, anything with a vertical face of some kind of structure, you know, usually fish are going to congregate there. And having current is obviously a plus as well. Alright, here's another clip where I'm just trying to bounce the jig along the side of the rock, and I finally get a glimpse of another tog. That's a decent sized tog, but as you just saw there, he definitely got startled by the weight bouncing on the rock. So yeah, I don't know if they were maybe like on the other side of the boulder. I mean, after all, it's a big boulder. But yeah, for whatever reason, I just did not find a lot of tog at this boulder. I know there's something good here because you can see there's fish stacked, but in the summer, I was out here with my wife drifting for fluke, and I was just drifting over, like, I think it's basically a boulder field, but very spread out. And then all of a sudden, we came to this spot, and I hooked up with a sea bass. She hooked up with a sea bass. She got snagged, actually. But yeah, so something like really nice and big, sticky is right here. Look at this. Something there, and I want to find out what it is with the underwater. I'm pretty sure I was getting some bites. Yeah, I think I got a fish. Yeah, looks like another sea bass. This is like the sea bass hole. Oh. He's got some. What's that? Someone or something took a stab at him. I mean, likely it's just a boulder, but it's definitely significant. And honestly, this was going to be the first place that I was going to try for blackfish, but I just thought that other marked boulder would have a little more action for my sister and my mom. Okay, so this is pretty amazing. Yeah, I was marking a lot of fish over here, but I had no idea what they were. And sure enough, they're actually sea bass. Look at all these sea bass. It was absolutely incredible how much sea bass were down here. I've never marked schools of sea bass like this on what seemingly is somewhat open bottom. It's very open bottom with you'll see a sporadic boulder here or there. And I don't know if you just saw that at the very bottom, though. There was a tog. So yeah, pay close attention. There is actually going to be a nice sized tog down here as well. You probably just saw there a lot of porgies higher up in the water column. So lots of porgies, lots of sea bass. But we are going to see some tog actually on this tiny little boulder. So here's the tog coming in. Looks like a female. It doesn't come in right away and takes the bait, but yeah, this does kind of show me though that I'm just drifting here. I'm not anchored up. But yeah, there, as soon as the bait kind of fell down and settled, that sea bass got to it first, but the blackfish was right there also. So here you're going to finally see the rocks that I was talking about. And yeah, it's pretty amazing just how many fish are on these, what seems like just two rocks. There does seem some netting down there too. Looks like, a dragger got stuck on there, but I'm not doing a very good job of staying in that spot because at this point the current had started picking up a little bit. And it was, as I was making my way back in. But it would have been interesting to see if I had anchored here and, you know, built a bite, and yeah, just seeing what would have happened. Alright, so yeah, I'm not sure if that's the same blackfish. It looks a little smaller, but as you saw there, you know, he had saw the porgies were going after the crab, and then he, you know, pushed him out away. And there he goes right there. He just took the crab again. I think I saw another one too. So yeah, it definitely seems that there's multiple blackfish here. You know, a lot of those sea bass were small, but these right here don't seem that small. I don't know if they're keepers yet, but you know, they're definitely close. And then, yeah, it looks like all this commotion attracted what looks to be a smooth dogfish. I'm almost positive that's a smooth dogfish. I've never really captured one on underwater footage. And I'm pretty sure it's not a spiny because it doesn't have the white spots. But yeah, you let me know in the comments. It's pretty cool though. Just so much fish. I just couldn't believe just how much fish were on this, you know, sandy bottom. But yeah, maybe it's the time of year too. Maybe these fish are, you know, coming inshore, and that's just what they do. But yeah, it's really great to see, and just very happy and thankful I could, you know, get some time to do this kind of footage with the very clear water that we have right now. All right, so that's it. I got to get back in. You know, I didn't find a whole lot of tog, but kind of expected that a little bit. You know, out here, there's not as much structure, or when there is, it's kind of like out in the middle of nowhere. So I do think I'm gonna have to try the another spot where, you know, there's more of like a boulder highway. I think those tend to be a little bit toggier, but there's definitely some big porgies, some sea bass out here. You know, very fortunate to just get out here and try to fish this for the first time for tog. All right, so we'll check the underwater, see if we can learn something from it. Hope you enjoyed. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching.